Do whatever it takes, man. It's very, very important, right? To manage game day emotions, to manage life emotions, right? And after a win or a defeat, you have the 24 hours, right? It's called the 24-hour rule. And the 24-hour rule is so important. Why? Because despite whether you win or lose, and I speak for anything, is you have 24 hours to make sure that you get yourself and lick your wounds or smile and be happy, and it's time to go right back to work, right? Because the biggest thing that we want to avoid is complacency, right? So despite what happened on Friday night, Saturday night, it's very, very important that on Monday you go back to work, right? You might have had a bad week last week at your job, but it's very, very important on Monday to go back to work, because what happens is when things bad happen to you, people expect you to look a certain way. People expect you to act a certain way, but you got to counteract that, right? You got to make sure that you counter that. Make sure, again, if your purpose remains bigger than you, it doesn't matter what happens to you. Accept adversity. Adversity is part of the process, right? Adversity is part of the process, right, Nas? Let them know. Adversity is part of the process. You have to embrace the process, right? And at times, sometimes we get so anxious. At times, we fall victim to things that might happen, or we feel sorry for ourselves. But guess what? A loss is only a loss if you don't learn from it. A loss is only a loss if you don't learn from it. That's the win in it all. Because regardless if you win or lose, you still good because you're always learning from the experience, right? But it's very, very key that when you win, that you remain back into that phase of Monday through Friday preparation, so that way you don't get off task because you won. And if you lose, don't let it linger on to the next week. Very important. Live in your purpose today. Do whatever it takes. Remember, adversity is going to hit you in the fucking mouth, but how you respond is what defines the true character of who you are. Do it.